Hi, Days fans. It's Thursday, May 28th. Today was the day that Jeff was due to be born. I know that might not interest anybody, but I like those things. Anywho, speaking of babies coming into the world, Sammy and Reeve and this adoption, what the friggin' heck? I'm sick of it.
Yeah, and we did just get finished watching Days. Like, usually there's a gap. Literally half an hour ago, so this is very up to date. So yeah, this is crazy. And even Sammy is like, shouldn't we get married first? And, we talked about this.
No, she said, my parents are going to ask that. And he
No
said,
kidding.
Well, do you want to? And she's like, I'm just telling you what my dad's going to say.
Because he has sense, even though he's not on the show anymore.
But, I don't understand any of this. And then Nicole, hello, did you think Sammy wasn't going to be suspicious? All of a sudden you're sweet as can be, so happy for them. You're never happy for them.
No.
Where the hell who's watching Sydney while she's running off to meet with Mia?
Mary. Mary's a little bit taller than Sydney.
And don't you think Reef and Sammy might have a discussion about how EJ's in jail for trying to swap kidnapping? Don't you think Stephanie might be like, or Sammy might be like, oh God, EJ's so bad, he tried to kidnap my cousin. Didn't he mention that? They're just sitting there kissing, happy-go-lucky.
I know.
Whatever. So Stephanie, way to go to make out to get out. Good girl.
She's pulling all the stops out in the how to appease your kidnapper's handbook.
Yeah.
Make him think that he can trust you. Kiss him, boy. She
was really kissing him.
Yeah, and Owen fell for it.
Mm-hmm.
But you missed the chapter that says get the gun fast and shoot now, ask questions later.
I think she would have been better off to say, Owen, can't you just throw the gun away? I'd feel more comfortable. And then he probably would have done it. But damn, Brady's gonna have a little bit of a headache.
Yeah, that whole sneaking Philip into the morgue storyline is just a little bit far-fetched, even for Days. Although I shouldn't say that in light of a baby switch, but it's a little bit crazy.
I thought it was just right up its alley. I didn't think it
was
really? Out at all.
Huh.
This is totally normal. And we're going into summer where things get a little crazy anyhow.
I like when Stephanie said, I don't have anybody but you, Owen.
Yeah, that was awesome, Stephanie, because that's what guys want to hear.
Owen's heart just melted.
God.
He wants you.
So, Abe's back.
Oh, God, I hope he's gone soon. Not a big Abe fan.
He lost some weight, though. It's looking pretty good.
He's got a heart problem in real life, so I think that's why he lost some weight. But it's not helping his acting. He always plays the same mad, upset,
He's got some anger management issues.
It's always the same thing. I don't really care for his character or his performance. So, sorry, Abe, but I hope to see less of you on the screen.
So, I posted today that I think that there is a slight chance that Melanie could go from having nobody to suddenly having Philip and Brady fighting over her.
Who do you hope she ends up with?
Well, I tell you who I'd pick.
No, her. Who do you want her? Oh, who? Okay, let's start with who would you pick?
If I could be with either of those guys,
yes,
I would pick Brady over Philip.
Yeah.
Philip looks like he was made out of some kind of stone or something. Every bone in his face shows.
I'd pick Stephanie over Melanie. I had to counter your Brady over
Are you
Phillip.
trying to make me jealous, honey?
Yes. Did it work?
Why do you want Stephanie over Melanie, honey?
Because Melanie's too young.
So what do you think, Stephanie?
And she does all this, stuff on her face. You know what I'm talking about.
I like Melanie better than Stephanie.
Okay.
Stephanie's annoying.
I'm not saying Melanie's bad.
Wait, go for Stephanie.
Okay, well, you and Brady have a happy life together with the Dalai Lama.
I was going to say, if you go for Stephanie, I would feel more confident that I could get you.
Oh, okay.
Because you would be annoyed with her in a week.
Okay. And not Melanie? All right.
I could never be with Brady because I like to drink too much. And I think when you marry someone who's got addiction issues, it's kind of expected that you give it up too.
True, although Sammy drinks around Lucas, right?
No, she doesn't.
Oh, she doesn't?
Remember when she was pregnant and she was trying to hide it? And EJ wanted to celebrate something, and she said, "Oh, I don't keep alcohol in the house because I'm, engaged to a drunk or whatever." Okay.
So, Mia.
Yes, like.
F you, Nicole. You don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take any of your crap anymore, so get out of here.
Yeah, and what finally got her to do this? Her love for Will.
Yes.
Well,
Oh,
you know
they are
what?
totally... Oh, that was such a tender moment.
Yeah.
When she did her little dance routine,
So
which she
did-
probably learned about a day before the show. She's supposed to be a professional dancer.
Does he know that she was a professional dancer? Why didn't she tell him the truth that she went to Japan?
Will doesn't know a goddamn thing about the real Mia.
But why did
Neither do I. Where the hell does she live? Nobody knows.
She lives with her cousin and her boyfriend sitting on the couch. Weren't you listening? No, listen.
I mean, for real.
JB, why did she say she was in rehab? Why didn't she just say I was over in Japan on a dance scholarship? That would have been the perfect
Because she
alibi.
fell into the story that biatch friend
No,
of
but
hers
she could
or
have told the truth and it would have been a better
Yeah.
alibi and then he'd be like all impressed. But anywho, she's so into him, she's like, Nicole, you're not going to keep me away from Will. And then they had their tender moment where they fell into each other's arms and
yeah.
whatever. So,
So how upset are you that Owen's going to take Stephanie to Canada as opposed to India? Because you were
I'm very upset because I've been looking forward to the India scene.
nothing bad, nothing against Canada, but India would have been a little bit more exciting, I think.
Yeah, but
Owen
maybe-
looks more like the India type than
Maybe they're going to Canada to get to India like Belle and Sean started in Canada.
hop on a freighter and get some fake passports at the place.
They could probably go to that same guy.
Yeah, I can't remember. He's a famous actor.
So,
Yeah, I like that place. The stowaway place or the.
so is he going to capture Melanie too? Is she going to get to go on this little adventure?
How is he going to control three people? He can't. Brady, Melanie, and
I don't know.
Stephanie.
But you were all excited because Allison Sweeney, she said a while ago on one of her blogs or Facebook or something that she put a shout out to Facebook, and she did it today.
Yeah, so that's quite, mentioning an icon. It dates the show. And what's next? When are they gonna mention Twitter?
Yeah,
You know?
she tweets too.
It's when you are mentioned on days, you are stamped
Into
with
time.
you are mainstream. You are Americana. You know, you've made it into the homes of the mainstream is the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
You know, Twitter is very popular, but it's not quite mainstream. But you are cast as mainstream when you get mentioned on days.
We better wrap this up. Owen's gonna pry from Melanie. Where's Philip? Lucas is still thinking Maggie's up to something.
Oh God, who doesn't know? Everybody knows but Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas, you're a loser.
And Maggie is a sponsor, so she's gonna cave.
Yeah, she's probably gonna get kicked out of the sponsor program for this one. Okay.
All right. The couple that watches Days together.
David
The couple that watches Days together
stays together.